Hey everyone, Cloud here, and welcome to my garden, the Tower of Life quest. Now, for this quest, the only requirements you need are level 10 construction, so that's pretty handy. And as for the item, the only thing you're going to need is a beer, just a standard beer for 2 coins from any local pub. And that is literally it. So, and also make sure you've got at least 14 empty spaces to carry items during the quest. But if you're not going to be doing any combat or anything like that, which you won't in this quest, you shouldn't need many items with you anyway. But anyway, that's it for the requirements and items needed for this quest. Now onto the quest starting point. So we're currently at the Lodestone, which can be accessed via the Lodestone network. If you don't have this one unlocked and want to know how to unlock all the other ones as well, I have a guide which can be found in the description below. And having full access to the Lodestone network comes very handy in completing quests like this. But anyway, we're going to head to the quest starting point from here, which is at the Tower of Life, which is south of Ardone Zoo. So it's a bit of a trek away, but it won't take you too long to get there. So if you start watching where I go, and the mini-map is displaying as well also. So once you arrive at the Tower of Life, you want to look outside and speak to a man called Effigy, who's an alchemist, and you want to speak to him to start the quest. So, speaking to him, he'll explain that the tower is not being finished off quick enough and wants you to basically encourage the builders to allow you to help, and he'll tell you to go speak to a Bonafide, I think his name is, the head builder, if you want to help with the construction. So if you speak to Bonafide, who is near the tower's entrance, he'll prevent you accessing the building and tell you that you need to look for the part if you want to help, and he'll instruct you to get a builder's outfit, which consists of a hard hat, builder's trousers, builder's shirt and a builder's boots. And to obtain them, we need to talk to each of the other builders to be able to obtain a specific item. So the first person you want to speak to is Black Eye, who is willing to part of his hard hat, but you need to answer questions based on your construction correctly. But I'll tell you the answers, so you don't need to worry. So the question one is, how many nails does it take to make a rocking chair, which is 3? What takes 3 planks, 3 cloth and 3 nails to make and help remove light from a room, which is torn curtains? And I like fish and want to put some in my garden, but I need a special water feature. What materials would I require? 10 clay pieces. Upon answering them correctly, he'll give you the hard hat. Next you want to speak to Gummy, who'll ask you, or you'll ask him for trousers even, and he says that he was drying his trousers on a line by the shore, and that's where they went missing. So if you go southeast of the tower and search some plants near the ocean, you'll find the builder's trousers. After you have the trousers, you want to go speak to No Fingers, who literally just refuses to give you the boots because he's a bit of a prick. But if you pickpocket him, you can obtain them. Now, it may take a couple of attempts for you to be successful, but once you do it properly, you'll eventually get the boots from him. Just note that you must actually speak to him before pickpocketing him, otherwise all you'll get is triangle sandwiches. So, tasty, but not what we need. And then finally, if you speak to the builder called the Guns, who's doing like workouts of a log randomly, he'll simply just want a beer. You should have that in your inventory. Give him the beer and you'll get a shirt in exchange for it. So once you've acquired all the items, put them on and go back to speak to Bonafide, and he'll want to test your attitude as a builder in order to allow you to join them. So these are the questions he'll ask and these are the answers. So you've got plenty of work to do, but you need to drink fast. What do you go for? Tea. Now let's hear you whistle and do a whistle for attention. What's a good sign that you need to repair your trousers? Your legs are getting a bit cold. Well, it's true, isn't it? And what do you do if you cut your finger? Carry on, it will fix itself. Once you answer these questions correctly, Bonafide will recognise you as a builder and allow you to enter the tower. So, a quick survey of the tower shows that it houses 3 important but unfinished systems: a pressure machine, a pipe system and a strange cage at the top. And a hammer and saw are going to be needed to fix these machines, which you should have on a tool belt. And there's also going to be other items that you'll need that can be all found on the ground floor, and they're all in different crates. Now obviously I knew where each item was in a certain crate, so instead of me going around and telling you what every single crate contains, when we go to obtain the certain items we need, just watch carefully what crate I choose them from, and then you'll know for yourself. So the first thing we need to fix is the pressure machine. Now this one is a little bit tricky to sort of fix, and I found trouble myself, but you'll get the concept as you watch me do it. But anyway, the items we're going to need are 4 coloured balls, 3 metal sheets, and 4 valve wheels. So like I said, watch carefully what crates I choose these items from, and I'll speak to you again once I have all of them. So once you have all the items I mentioned, climb up to the first floor and you'll see the pressure machine on the north wall. As you examine it, it'll ask you if you want to use your items you collect to repair it, which you'll do, and it will partly fix it. But now we need to actually operate it to finish fixing it, basically. So you'll be given this little interface, and basically the concept of it is where you'll notice there's a lot of different holes in the pipes. You need to adjust the water pressure, and where you'll see these little green things, which are the balls you put in there, you need to block the holes with them to be able to repair the machine. Now there is a method to actually doing it. I'll tell you what the apparent method is, but it didn't actually work for me, so it's up to you if you either just want to go by these instructions and sort of correct it where it needs to, or just watch what I do. But basically, if you pull the right lever down and turn the first wheel left until the ball blocks the hole, then pull the left lever down and the right lever up and turn the second wheel left until the ball blocks the hole, turn the third wheel right until there's another leak, and then turn it left to fill the ball into the hole, pull the right lever down, turn the fourth wheel right until a leak appears and turn it left. Now turn the fourth wheel right till the pipe is fully filled with water, pull the right lever up and fill the third pipe by turning the corresponding valve right, and then turn the second wheel right till it's filled with water, pull the left lever up, and finally pull the right lever down and turn the first wheel left or right to fill the section with water. So it probably confused you as much as it confused me, but the general concept is you want to keep adjusting the valves and the wheels until all the little black holes are filled with green balls. This will stop any of the pipes leaking, and then you can turn all the valves all the way up to completely fill them with water, and then it will be repaired. So it's as simple as that, really. Again, if you just watch what I did, you shouldn't get too lost, so hopefully you'll get through it okay. It shouldn't take you too long. So now the pressure machine is fixed. I will just mention that it's probably the hardest bit of this quest, so it's pretty much smooth sailing from here on, but we need to obtain more items again now. So if you head back down to the ground floor, and then again watching the crate I search, we need to obtain 6 rivets, 4 pipes and 5 pipe rings. So I'll speak to you again once I have all those items. So once you have all the items I mentioned, you want to move on to the second floor, where you'll stumble upon a broken pipe machine. You want to use the items you collected on it to fix it, and now you'll need to solve a simple puzzle really. It's a bit like a jigsaw, and you need to put the pipes pieces in the corresponding place, and you can rotate and move them around, blah blah blah. Now instead of me rambling on how to actually do it, this will be really easy if you just watch how I did it. So I think it takes me about a minute to do it. Just watch the footage, do the same for yourself, and then you should be able to fix it, no problems at all. So if you've done that correctly, you should have the image which I basically have now. If you skip to sort of the last part, you'll see what it's meant to look like. If you've done that correctly, the machine will now be working. So that's 2 machines fixed now for the final one, but again we need to head to the ground floor and get some items from the crate. So watch what crates I search again. We need 5 metal bars and 4 bottles of binding fluid. Once you have all these items, climb to the very top of the tower and you'll see an unfinished cage, and you need to build the cage using the items, and the puzzle will appear again. Instead of me just telling the answers, I'll tell you the general concepts and you can pretty much fix it yourself. You can adjust the size of the pipe using the plus or minus, and then you click if you want to put it like horizontally or vertically, and it will automatically allocate it to itself. But it's literally a trial and error method. Like if a piece of pipe is too small and it won't allow you to fit it, literally increase the size and try it again, and eventually it will do it. So it is literally trial and error. And you'll notice there's also some arrows which will make the cage rotate, and you basically need to fix like all the sort of faded out areas of the cage by decreasing or increasing the size of the pipe, and then choosing horizontal or vertical to fix itself. So basically it's sort of either a really small piece of pipe, a medium pipe, a large pipe, or an extra large pipe, I would say, and you literally can increase it by plus or minus and then choose whether it's going horizontally or vertically. Simple as that. But again, if you are getting stuck, just watch how I did it and you can't go wrong. So once all three machines are properly fixed, you need to go back to the ground level and speak to Efgi, and he'll be delighted you finish the tower and disappear, and you will go with him and a little cutscene will take place. So the tower has created a creature which they actually mistreat, which is, you know, not nice at all. I mean, kill the bastards, I say that. But they'll run away in fear from the creature when it proves able to cast a powerful magic spell. You want to go back to the base of the tower and speak to Effigy, and unsurprisingly he wants you to go back and confront the monster and hopefully calm it down. Now, you're going to be more on the monster's side because it's not its fault that they've done this to him. When you go up and speak to the homunculus, or whatever you believe in call it, it will say its mind is confused with magic and logic, and it will ask you a load of questions, and you need to either give it a magical typed answer or logic. Basically, you want to teach the creature to know all magic knowledge or all logic knowledge. It doesn't matter which one you pick, either outcome is going to be the same, but you want to make sure the answers you pick are like related to it. So for example, he'll say things like, oh, how can I make fire appear at my fingertips? Now the logic would be get some logs and tinderboxes. That's you manually doing it, but if you was doing it magically, you can say with the aid of 5 fire runes. But there's also an answer that will give like neither, which will keep it in the same. But I basically either give him all magic answers or all logic answers until his mind is completely restored. So I think the questions vary for each player as well, so but it's not too hard to figure out. You'll know in the back of your head whether it's a magical typed answer or logic. So once you've given him all magical, all logic, the creature will have control over itself again, and will be able to like determine between the two. But it will want to get revenge on the alchemists that were mistreating it. So one last time, we need to return to the ground floor after speaking to the homunculus, whatever you call it, and speak with Effigy. The homunculus will appear and scare off the alchemist, and will want to speak to you again and tell you to meet him in the basement of the tower. And you can get there by using the trap door, which is on the south wall of like the ground floor. Once you go in there into the dungeon, speak to the creature again once more to complete the quest. He's located north of the ladder by the experiments table. So, congratulations, you've completed the Tower of Life quest. You're awarded 2 quest points, 1,000 construction experience, 500 crafting and thieving experience, access to creature creation, a builder's costume, and 2 extra spins on the Squeal of Fortune. So yeah, this quest is a bit of a long-winded quest, and I did find it quite boring, especially the puzzle bits. I mean, the pipe one was a bit frustrating trying to have to figure that out, and you'll probably get a little bit annoyed yourself with it, but the other 2 puzzles are like ridiculously easy. It's just very repetitive stuff, so definitely not one of my favourite quests, but hey, at least it's completed now, and hopefully this guy's going to help you. This quest is needed for a couple of other ones, and also if you want to do all the Ardone achievement diary tasks and that, this quest is definitely one that needs to be done as well, unfortunately. But yeah, you shouldn't run into any problems with this quest. The only one you might have a bit of trouble with is with the pipes. But if you do run into any major problems, leave a comment in the comment section below even, and I'll help you out as best I can. If not, thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Cheers guys, bye.